Hey folks, how's it going? Dr. Spin. In my quest to find my favorite albums of 2021, I've been going through these weekly eliminations and then sharing them out with you. At the end of this video, there's going to be a track from each of these artists, so listen to them and then see if you agree or disagree. Sound off below, okay? Today's is particularly painful. It's a real tough one because I've got Once and Future Band's Deleted Scenes versus Steven Wilson's The Future Bites. Both fantastic albums, and both albums I've, throughout the course of the year, I see as ones that possibly being album of the year material. Once a Future Band, really fantastic mix of pop songwriting and almost jazz fusion level instrumentals, kind of all stops in between. So you can compare them favorably to almost like, Bill Bruford's 70s fusion work. At the same time, you can compare them very favorably to like ELO and other kind of 70s arena rock, Beatles-derived progressive style bands. So great disc, and one that I really can't ever get enough of. I really love listening to it. Always kind of gets me moving. Let's take a look at that in comparison to Steven Wilson's The Future Bites, another fantastic album by a long-standing progressive rock artist who took a turn on this particular album and made this really fantastic concept album about living in the algorithm in the 21st century, our relationship with consumerism and computers and our sense of self and all this other stuff. And so that concept by itself really gives it a super big edge. Once a Future Band's got a musical concept going on, but there's not really necessarily a binding storyline or idea that goes throughout the album. But in trying to figure out which one of these I was going to go with, I realized that over the course of the last few months, I've shared pretty much every song off of The Future Bites with people, trying to show them like the best track of the album. And I realized that every single track I would consider probably the best track on the album. There's not one on here that I would listen to and go, well, that's not really, that. Don't listen to that one. We'll come back to that one later. We'll listen to make sense of the album. Every single one of these songs, I think, stands on its own extremely well, and they fit very well into the whole run time of the album, and beautifully flesh out the concept that I think that Steven Wilson was going for. It's his reaction to what has been going on for the past couple of years. So that unbelievable consistency that this album has, and at the same time, variety. It never repeats itself. It never sounds like it's doing the same thing over and over, although it's very cohesive. It definitely has a sense of each song having its own very separate boundary. So that gives it a little bit of edge over Once a Future Band, whom I love. These songs are amazing on this album, and I can't suggest this one highly enough. But if I have to go with one or the other, I have to go with The Future Bites. So that's going to go on to the next round. So agree, disagree, please sound off below, tell me what you think, and like and subscribe and share the video out with your friends. And if you want to know when more of these videos are going to happen, please keep your eyes open. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.